Charles Bukowski was brought into the world in Germany, soon after World War I, to a German mother and American fighter father. His folks put him on a boat and carried him to the United States, where they got comfortable Los Angeles, California, close to the dad's loved ones. Not long after America joined World War II, Bukowski left Los Angeles, making a trip to different urban communities around the nation, investing the heft of his energy in Philadelphia and New Orleans. In 1947 he got back to Los Angeles, where he resided until the end of his life. While out and about, Bukowski was distributed without precedent for Story magazine. It was 1944, and he was 24 years of age. Around then he was principally a brief tale author who just infrequently composed verse. However, after 10 years, in 1954, that would change after Bukowski experienced an interior discharge and burned through 9 days on the cusp of death in Los Angeles County Hospital. After that experience, he started composing considerably more verse and immediately became one of the most exceptional and compelling voices in 20th century American verse. Eventually, Bukowski is maybe more notable for his books, like Post Office, Factotum, Women, and Ham on Rye than for his verse. In any case, even while he was dealing with books, he kept on composing verse and brief tales. Truth be told, at the hour of his demise in 1994, Bukowski had composed more than 5,300 sonnets and stories. What's more, those are just the titles that we are aware of. There were possible hundreds more that were composed and thusly lost during the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, before he started keeping duplicates of his work. In 1979, Bukowski started composing the screenplay for what might turn into the film Barfly. Following quite a while of postponements and fighting, the film was in the long run made by Barbara Schroeder with Mickey Rourke and Faye Dunaway in the main jobs. Bukowski expounded on the involvement with his interesting, underestimated novel Hollywood. That very year, 1987, a Belgian film was delivered in view of Bukowski brief tales called Crazy Love. Other film variations of Bukowski's work incorporate the Italian film Tales of Ordinary Madness, featuring Ben Gazzara, and Factotum, with Matt Dillon going ahead playing Bukowski. After Bukowski's demise in 1994, Black Sparrow Press kept on delivering new verse assortments consistently. Sadly, those assortments experienced the ill effects of complete and puzzling publication altering, which has the general impact of causing the after-death assortments to show up as though they were involved lesser works. While perusing Bukowski's unique original copies, notwithstanding, obviously it is the progressions made by Bukowski's then editorial manager that loan an ungainly air to a large part of the work. Endeavors are in progress to fix the after-death volumes, and one day we desire to have the option to report that the broad demolition of almost 50% of Bukowski's distributed verse has been turned around, helped and fixed.